What's going on, nation? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's everybody up to? What's everybody up to? Let's talk Star of the Seas. Wait for a few people to pop in. I should have told y'all about this live stream, but I didn't. What's going on, everybody? What's up? It's your boy Mike on board, the Star of the Seas. Will G is in the house. What's going on, Will G? I know Martin and all of them were asking about me going live, so I figured I'd go live before dinner. Lourdes is in the house. What's going on, Lourdes? I figured I'd go live before dinner. Tonight I have dining reservations at Chops Steakhouse. So we're gonna go and get some good, delicious steak. I don't know what I'm gonna go with yet. I have looked over the menu. I'm not 100% sure on what I'm gonna do. But they have some nice offerings on that menu. Kathy's in the house. What's going on, Kathy? Yeah, Lourdes, look at me. I'm all nice and spiffy. I'm sitting at Lou's Bar here on deck 8. Right in Central Park because it's right across from the steakhouse and it's raining. It's been raining for most of the day. Today we were in Coco Cay for Perfect Day in Coco Cay and it's been raining. So I came back, I went to the room, I took me a little nap, about an hour nap. The room steward is in the room now. She's getting the room all cleaned up for the day. Because by the time she got to me, all morning times were unavailable, and I really didn't want to push the issue. So I just let it go and told her 4:30 is fine. Come on in at 4:30. I'll make sure I'm out every day, and you can get the room taken care of at that time. But this is a nice little hangout bar. It's a little jazz bar here. You know, it's Lou's. Nice little bar out of the rain. It's a great little place. Tell us about her now. So she's a great room attendant, if that's who you're talking about. She's a very nice lady. But, you know, I like to have the room done in the morning in case I want to just come back and chill out for the whole day. But it is what it is. It makes no difference. The ship. You want to know about the ship? Well, the ship is big. She's beautiful. She's massive. She is absolutely gorgeous inside and out. I am very excited about all of the decor around the ship. A lot of pop culture vibes, right? So a lot of that modern pop culture vibes in your stairways, your elevator banks, things like that. But it's a massive ship. It's going to take you a long time to get around the whole ship. If you have 7 days, I'd highly suggest you start walking and getting your steps in now, because 7 days on board this big beauty is a lot of walking. I love the embarkation process. They did a great job yesterday with embarkation. And getting off the ship today and getting back on the ship today was relatively easy. There's 2 escalators that take you down from deck 5. You ride the escalators all the way down and they take you right off the ship. Beautiful way to get on and off of the ship, in my opinion. They do it way better than anybody else I've been on recently. So I'm really happy about that process. Service has been good. Bar service has been great. Food's been wonderful. Yesterday we had the embarkation day buffet. So we had the lobster tails, the calamari, the shrimps, the steaks, the surf and turf on the buffet, some pork schnitzel, some mushroom and beef gravy, some mustard gravy. So the offerings for the embarkation day buffet were phenomenal. Did breakfast today in the buffet. That was good. Everything was hot and fresh. Dinner last night was Sorrento's pizza. Because I ate a late lunch in the buffet. So I had Sorrento's for dinner, and tonight I have Chops. Tomorrow I do have a dining reservation for lunch. I have hooked tomorrow for lunch, so I'll be doing lunch at the seafood restaurant on board the ship as well. But from decor to space and venues, it's absolutely gorgeous. I'll show you around Lou's in a little bit, and I'll show you what Central Park looks like as I make my way over to Cagney's, as I make my way over to Chops for dinner. So I figured I'd just go live for a quick little 30 minutes beforehand, say hello to a few people, see what everybody's up to, see what you wanted to see, and all of that fun stuff. But the ship is great. The Pearl is absolutely gorgeous. That's right there on deck 5. wonderful little area down there. So you have the Pearl, you have Starbucks, you have Sorrento's. Some of your shops are down there on deck 5 as well. I do have the Back to the Future Broadway play booked for tonight. So the show is booked tonight. That is Back to the Future. I have that at 9 o'clock. So after dinner, probably just going to chill around, have an after dinner drink or two, and then go to the show and enjoy the show tonight. Tomorrow is a sea day, so a lot of exploring of the ship to be done tomorrow. Again, another early day to get up, have some breakfast. I have started the ship tour process. I did some of that today. Didn't get a lot because, like I said, it's been raining off and on for most of the day. So I did what I could do, and surprisingly, a lot of people didn't get off. Like, you would expect a lot more people to get off the ship. However, there was not as many people getting off the ship as I thought there would be. So the ship was a little bit more packed today than it was than what I expected it to be. Now, the day we're in St. Thomas, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot more people getting off the ship in St. Thomas than got off the ship in Perfect Day today. We were in port with the Beyond, so the island did feel a little crowded. I wasn't off very long, just wanted to get off to get some B-roll of the ship as it was docked. And I had to pick something up for Martin because he's a pain in my rear end. So let's see who else is in the chat. Who else is here? Sean's in the house. What's going on, Sean? So other than that, everything has been wonderful so far, right? We're just now 24 hours on board. I don't even feel the ship move. It's that massive, I'll be honest with you. I did not know we were setting sail yesterday. I didn't know except for the horns today when we were leaving Perfect Day. So the motion of the ocean seems to have no effect with this size ship. Now, granted, we didn't go far from the coast of Florida, right? We only went to the Bahamas. The next few days will be telling with the way the ship moves. But with a ship of this size, the gross tonnage of this ship, the stabilizers that are on the ship, I am not concerned at all with this ship handling rough seas. A lot of people do question the hurricane season and all of that stuff. I've lived in Florida now for 6 years. I've cruised multiple years during hurricane season, and I have even went on transatlantic voyages during hurricane season, and knock on wood, everything has been, wonderful every single time I've went. So that's not a concern for me. It's a little, discouraging when you have the rain every day like we do in Florida this time of year, but it's to be expected, right? We live in a subtropic climate, and the wet season it's here, and it's here for a little while. So we have the rainy season, and it's just like, I don't want to get rained out every day because I do have open decks I want to film. So I definitely want to get the ship tour done, and I want to do a thorough ship tour. I know there's a couple other smaller content creators that are on board as well, like me, and all that stuff. So I'm trying to do as much as I possibly can and all that. Does it feel crowded? It does not feel crowded at all. Vizio's Travels in the house. What's going on, V? My brother from Vigo. But no, it doesn't feel crowded, Lourdes. I feel that there's a lot of areas that are open. I don't feel like there's a lot of bottleneck areas. Now, when you got things like the show getting over and you're down on deck 6 forward or deck 5 forward or whatever, you might get a little bit of a crowd there, but that's everyone leaving the show, right? We're not talking about, most hours of the day. We're only talking about when the venue is full. Now, the one thing about Royal is all shows do require reservations. So you have to have the reservations to go. Now, I was able to acquire a reservation for all of the shows on board the ship. So we have the Back to the Future show, we have the Soul show, which is the ice skating show, and we have Torque. I was able to get a reservation for Torque, which is the Aquadome show or the Aqua Theater show. So that'll be fun to get to see that as well. The one I'm seeing tonight is the Back to the Future. It's the longest one of the three. It runs about 2 hours. So from what I've heard, it's a great show. Martin's telling me he's heard some good things about it. I follow a couple other content creators that have seen it, and I've heard and read some good things about it through them. So I'm hoping that it's, it stands up to it. But the cool thing about it is if you want to watch Back to the Future, you can go to your room, put it on your TV. It's on the TV free of charge. It plays all 3 of the movies simultaneously, one after another. It's one of the little options on the live TV button there, or one of the live TV channels. And then they talk about the show and how they prepared the show for the ship and how they introduced it onto the ship and all of that stuff. So it's pretty cool to be able to watch that little bit behind the scenes footage of how they, came to terms with the show and how they developed it and all of that stuff. Trying Chops next week, recommendations. So I'm going to Chops tonight. That's where I'm dining tonight. If you're in the Facebook group, I will post pictures of the menu. I will post pictures of the food. And I usually typically do it with every specialty dining restaurant that I do. I ask y'all what you would order. So tonight you'll see what I have and you'll see what I ordered. Plus you'll see what else is on the menu. I did glance over it. I didn't look at it thoroughly, fine tooth and comb it. But I'm thinking the filet and I'm thinking the prawns. I don't know. It's one of those tricky ones, right? A good piece of steak doesn't matter the cut, as long as the chef knows how to cook some steak. Steak's going to be good regardless. So we'll see. All I can tell you is I will never recommend salmon, and I won't recommend chicken either, not from a steakhouse. But let's check it out. Look, this is Lou's, the venue I'm sitting in right now. So this is like the jazz bar. It's Louis Armstrong's place. And I'm sitting in here to stay out of the rain. Right now, Lourdes, I'm sitting on the Central Park area, deck 8 midship. So that's where I'm hanging out right now. Getting on board the Luminosa in 3 days for Alaska. Nice. I hope y'all have a blast. But that's where I'm at now. Nice little area. Nice little, section. It's a little quiet right now because they're not fully open and operational. There's no, band or anything right now at the moment, so it's not crowded. But it's a nice little area to hang out. Good afternoon, Mike. What's going on, Doug? Hope you're having a fantastic day. But it's definitely a nice little spot to hang out. This is where you'll find like your fine watches as well, like your Breitlings, your Omegas, your fine bag shops and all of that stuff as well, Lourdes. It'll be up here on deck 8. Kind of gives you that New York City Central Park vibe, right? Like that's the whole purpose of this area of the ship. So you get that Central Park vibe, you get some trees, you get some flowers, you get some scenery. They pipe in some music and all of that stuff. Throughout the nighttime, you'll hear crickets and all of that as you walk through, which is really cool. It gives you that vibe that you're actually walking through Central Park. So it's really nice. I enjoy this area. And I do have a Central Park balcony, so my balcony looks into Central Park, so it's nice at nighttime to be able to just look out over the balcony and see, people just gathering, having drinks, conversations, socializing right outside of the balcony. So that's nice as well. First impressions of the ship are it is massive. Food is good. Everything I've ate so far has been wonderful. Staff has been wonderful. All the staff that I've come in contact with, everything has been good so far. I have no complaints. I have no complaints whatsoever at the moment. Again, we're only 24 hours in, right? And typically I don't have complaints. I like the size of the venues. I like the spaces. I like the way they have the pop culture throughout the ship. I'll have to take some pictures and post some pictures of the stairwells in the group as well, because when I tell you like the pop culture, like I get the comic book vibe from some of these stairways. And it's just awesome, right? And you see people working all day long. You got this guy here right now with the rain. He's out there with one of those like Zambinos soaking up all the water and all that stuff. So Royal definitely, they do it right on these big ships, right? And I said it last time when I was on Utopia. I get why people are loyal to Royal. Like I understand the whole loyal to the brand concept when it comes to Royal Caribbean. It's definitely a hard thing to look past when you're looking at certain things. Hey Med, what's going on? Hope you're having a fantastic day. Royal got that right with their boulevards. Do they do the parade? Yeah, so they have a couple different things they do every night. Down on that deck 5 area, live music. balloon drops and all that stuff. They did that last night. So they do a couple different events down there. So I'll be looking out for those on the planners. I discovered a few things with the app that really got me excited. Y'all know I'm a tech savvy guy. I love technology. I can't officially unplug for, 20 minutes. So in the Royal app, you can go in and turn your lights on in your cabin, turn your lights off in your cabin. You can adjust the temperature of your cabin, hot, cold, whatever. And you have a remote control on your phone to control your TV. So you literally can stay in your bed, turn the lights on, turn the lights off, do everything right from the phone. It's pretty cool. It's fascinating. Chuck was giving me some heat for it. He's like, if it's not broke, don't fix it. But for someone like me who's a tech savvy kind of guy, I think it's an awesome little added bonus. I've never been on any other cruise lines whose apps allow you to do that. Packing Mike should be finished tomorrow. Nice. Yeah, she meant neighborhoods. I knew what she was talking about, Martin. I really like the balloon drop. Let me know if you like the BTTF. I saw it in Broadway. Yeah, so I'm really hoping it's as good as everyone's saying it is. I'll be there tonight, so we'll see what happens. You can do those adjustments on Celebrity Edge Class too. Right. And I've never been on Celebrity Edge Class, Mr. Fancy Pants Martin, who's only been on one. And what's up with you and Chuck both giving me heat in the group chat over here about not giving y'all a warning on the live? I'm pretty sure 45 minutes ago, I did say to y'all I was gonna go live. I just had to figure out when, or I wanted to go live, but it's raining again. Yeah, so I just figured I'd go before dinner. Figured I'd sit out here and just go live for a little half hour and just shoot the breeze and chit chat. But y'all want to see a little bit of the Central Park area? I'll get up and walk around. I'll show you all a little bit of Central Park. Let's close up the tripod, make it a little bit easier as we walk around. So you got Lou's. This is it. This is Louis Armstrong's place. Jazz themed. Little cocktail menu. Got some 0 proof strawberry lemonade. But it's a nice little venue. So this is your Central Park. Right? Those are your Central Park infinite balconies right here, where your balcony window, opens up, and then the balconies inside your cabin, as well as the regular balconies, which is what I'm staying in. And it's still raining, so I'm gonna get soaked by doing this, but I love y'all, so I'll do it anyway. Here we have your fine watches, your Omegas, Cartiers, Tags, Breitlings, all of that stuff, right? You got Louis. Come down this way because there's less people. Here you have Bubbles. How are you? It's your full champagne infused bar here. It's called Bubbles. Another little grab and go. This Park Cafe right here. See what I mean by all the greenery? They even tell you what certain things are. So you got a ton of greenery to make you feel like you're walking in a nice little park. Some rocking chairs. But yeah, that right there is Park Cafe, so that's another eatery option. If you go in this door here, that'll take you downstairs to the Royal Promenade. Look at that. Someone tried calling me. So if you take this, that'll take you down to the Royal Promenade. You have the trellis bar here. You have Mother Earth right there. You have some Izumi in the park, which is sushi and ice cream. No, it wasn't you that tried to call me. It said spam call. Excuse me, it was a spam caller. Sorry if that was loud. The microphone's like right on my chest. Then we have the Izumi, hibachi and sushi right here. And then we have Chops, which is where I'll be dining at tonight. So this is your whole Central Park area, right? Like it's really a nice little area. They pipe in some natural light. Downstairs, as you can see, there's Sorrento's. And just a phenomenal ship. Just absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. And look, they even got Chuck's girlfriend on the ship. So let's make our way back to Lou's. I'll finish talking with y'all and then I'll make my way to Chops. See what I'm saying? Drying up the floors, making sure nobody falls. Always doing something. Laura and Dave were just on this ship, Kathy. They just got off yesterday as I was getting on. But look at that. It's just gorgeous. Like, see all the greenery coming down the walls at the elevator bank and everything. Just a beautiful, beautiful ship all around. Don't want to slip and fall. Don't want to slip and fall. And then we're back in the VIP room. What's going on, y'all? But it's a nice ship. I really enjoy it so far. The decor, everything is stunning. Having a great time. Wish Chucky was here. But yeah, that's that, man. That's Central Park on board the Star of the Seas. So be sure to, stay on the lookout. There's definitely going to be some vlogs coming, some shorts coming too. Let's see. It's so hard to pay that much for a cruise. Carnival keeps sending us promos for free cruises. Doug, I'll be honest with you, this cruise cost me less than any Carnival cruise I've paid for in the last 12 months and in the next 12 months. So I can't really argue with that. Yeah, the Wi-Fi's been wonderful so far, no issues. I got you, Chuck. I'll make sure I get the number off of the green goblin out there. Scotty's in the house. What's going on, Scott? Yeah, Doug, I'm working on some things. For 27, 28, so stay in the know. Loverboy is cheating on me with a statue. Yes, he is. And what can I say? He's in love with her, Lourdes. He's in love with her. But that's it, y'all. It's been wonderful so far. Like I said, I got no complaints. Not even with the food. Like, the food's been hot. Everything's been good. Everything's been cleaned in the buffet. Of course, you got the washi up there as soon as you get up there. And, the stations are constantly being cleaned. Utensils are constantly being changed out. I did see a child, and I mean a child, like we're talking 4 years old, grab a roll and then put it back, and they took the whole basket out. They didn't just take the roll out. They took the whole basket out and replaced the basket. So it's good to see the staff and the crew being really tentative to things like that. And it makes a difference, right? Like, it makes a little bit more of a difference when you see certain things like that happening. You see them taking more precautions and all of that stuff to help keep things like norovirus and the big C off of ships like this, especially when you have a ship that is able to house 10,000 passengers. So it's definitely one of those things that you keep your eye out for. But I got chops in 8 minutes. Be sure you're in the Facebook group. If you're not in the Facebook group, get in the Facebook group. You'll see the menus. You'll see everything that I'm having for dinner tonight. And then we got Back to the Future at 9 o'clock. So we have a fun event-filled night here. I keep saying we, like I got somebody with me. It's just me. I'm solo. Scott couldn't go. Martin couldn't go. Chuck bowed out. Tony backed out. Kurt got hurt. I was like, am I supposed to be on this ship? Everyone keeps like falling off that's supposed to be with me. So bad juju all around in the beginning, but I'm here. There ain't no getting off until Sunday either way. So, but I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me for that little bit of a half hour. I will do another live this week. It'll be a little bit longer than this. I'm trying to finish up the ship tour in St. Thomas. Tomorrow is a sea day. And then we have St. Thomas, St. Martin, and then 2 sea days on the way back to Port Canaveral. So be sure to check out all of the stuff that's going to be coming, whether short form, long form, or even community post. That'll all be coming here real soon. I appreciate each and every one of y'all for hanging out. Kathy, I know you're retired, but you're in California, and you won't be able to come either. So I appreciate each and every one of y'all. And until next time, y'all know what to do. Y'all stay naughty. Peace. I'll see y'all in a little bit. I always forget how to end the live from the phone. I don't push this button.